episode of Hello World with your girl Joy from Be the Difference Clothing. How are you lovely people doing this evening? You know, I have to start it off with reminding you to like, subscribe, share, and turn on those lovely notification bells that go ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. And if you can, give me a thumbs and also share out the stream. You can give me a thumbs up or down. It doesn't matter because I do not want to prevent you from having an opinion. If you truly love something, then show it. If you don't like something, then show it. It's all about being open and honest. Um, and I have to do my routine. Hey, Beth Collins. And what's up, Rosie? How are you? I'm definitely going to have to check to see if I'm buffering. You know, I like to do that. And looks pretty good on this end. I look grainy though. I definitely look grainy. I don't like looking grainy. I don't know how to change that. And I don't look bufferation on that either. um, I don't know. That hey, Batgirl. Batgirl. Yeah. What's going on? How are you? How was everyone's day? Come on, tell me. So, for me, I woke up and I went to work. Um, I had a pretty productive day. I did a few things. Hey, Junk Closet, how are you? Welcome to Hello World. Guys, get to know each other if you do not know each other. Hey, Keto Lady, how are you? I saw you earlier. Yes. Hopefully, your journey has gotten you a few pounds less. Yes. Um, so yes, guys, I left work early today. And let me tell you, like I was all of the above excited. I jumped for joy. I was singing in the phone, everything. Like it was just an amazing thing. And I pretty much bought something to eat. I went to Popeyes and I just ordered the fish, but they gave me the fish and the shrimp. Now let me tell you, after I've had shrimp that tastes like wealth, I am no longer interested in any other type of shrimp. And I will tell you what that shrimp was. It's Argentinian shrimp. If you've never had Argentinian shrimp, oh, that's shrimp from Argentina. If you've never had it before, oh my goodness. Once you do, that is what wealth tastes like. And once you do that, you can never go back to your regular grocer to buy the shrimp that's on display. You have to go get that Argentine. So, like, while I didn't want it, I wasn't going to waste the food. So I ate it and I was just like, this is not Argentinian. I'm not enjoying it as much, but whatever the case may be, everything was good. And that leads me to being here with you guys now. Your grandson, yes, you have to put some pictures up if you don't mind. Congratulations, Rosie. Congratulations on meeting another goal. I'm glad and I'm very proud of you. Much success to your future endeavors. Hey, Sint, how are you? Welcome to Hello World. Yes, guys, just for all the new people, Beth Collins and Rosie are two very nice people. So get to know each other. And guys, hey, Octavia, get to know, hey, Trooper, get to know each other and definitely talk amongst yourselves. Tonight is a bit of a deep topic. Um, and I'm tired, so I'm not going to be on very long. But I titled it Let's Grow because, guys, sometimes the loneliest people look the happiest. Sometimes the loneliest people look the happiest. That is a quote taken from yours truly, my book. And I entitled today's chat, Let's Grow, because a lot of times we look at people and don't see past the facade. Um, Some people are genuinely whatever, however they feel. Some people are very genuine in those feels. But I'm talking about those people who are lonely, but they look so happy. And then also, a coworker of mine was sharing a story about how, people put on this picture perfect, and maybe it was in their mind, it was a picture perfect situation, but it turns out it was nowhere near picture perfect. All types of betrayals going on in the home, but yet, now that smile is not happy anymore. It's the probably the loneliest smile. We need to start to get to understand what the difference between a true, genuine happiness that a person displays versus an happiness that looks like a display. But if you look a little deeper, you'll notice that there's more to the story. Guys, I think we all need to grow because it'll help our world heal a little bit more. When you decide in your mind to pay more attention to the needs of someone else's, not necessarily saying that yours are not as important, but our needs can be met. But if we're going to continue to see our world become a better place, we have to sacrifice a little bit of our own time to meet the needs of another. Hmm. This is how we all can grow together. We grow together so we can flow together. And then the quality of all of our lives will be that much better. Oh, that rhymed. We grow together so we can flow together in order for our world to glow together. That's a quote that I will forget, and I don't think I can write it down because it's out of my mind. Let me see. This is at 7 minutes, 20 seconds. I can look back and read it. So, how many of us are ready to grow? Growing is like such a it's a selfless discipline that many of us, I wouldn't say many of us don't know how to do, it's just we're not aware of the fact that we should be doing. All these selfless acts of kindness, investing in people, the growth of another human. Imagine if we all kind of grew together. How would the quality of life be? Would our neighbors no longer be strangers? Would our neighbors no longer be a threat? Would we allow what goes on in our politician or politics world? Would we allow that to continue to happen? Would we allow that them to tell us whatever they felt we needed to know versus what was true? Would we allow that? Would we allow that facade to continue to be put in that veil to continue to be draped over our souls? If we grew together, then we would all be on the same page. And being on the same page would be a thicker and harder force to break. You know, those bonds that can't be broken. Would we be exceptionally perfect at it at all times? No. But when iron sharpens iron, well, the chances of somebody falling off would be less. Back to our quote for the day. How many how many of you can honestly say you can tell the difference between a facade versus a genuine person who is happy? Hey Forrest, how are you? Hey Anna. So tell me. I can tell. You know how okay, Imma give you guys a secret on how you can tell if a person is genuinely happy versus a facade. I'm gonna give you a secret. Are you ready? I'm ready. Listen to the conversation. Mind-boggling, right? No, it's simple. Understanding another human only takes you to be absolutely wanting to invest your time in understanding what another human actually goes through. Takes time. You don't get it right off the top. For some people, you can if you practice learning how to understand behavior patterns, speech patterns, the conversation context and content. You'll understand. That's how I know. Secret revealed. So imagine if we understood that, right? You know how many suicides we could probably prevent? And I'm not saying like the day that somebody's actually deciding this is it. Well, I'm talking about the person that starts to let that thought fester in their head. And then, you know, if we could just be that, I wouldn't say water. Yeah, probably water to just drop on top of that so that the fire does not get ignited. That's how we can be if we invest a little more time for all of us to grow, right? There would be a lot less lonely people. There would be a lot less shut in people, depressed and dying faster because of a disability that they have versus someone who is in that same position when they are shut in, but because people continuously flow and show gratitude and show, like, hey, despite your disability, I'm still going to meet you. I'm going to come to your house for some tea. I'm going to drop off groceries. I'm going to try to get you out of your house and walk with you down the street. Maybe it be a wheelchair, whatever. Maybe a group of you can go. But if you keep on actively engaging another human being, they will have less time to ponder on, do I really want to live? You know what I was thinking this morning? That was such a scary thought. And I mean, I literally got scared. Literally got scared. I said, oh my goodness, I'm getting older. I don't want to die. Like, what is there after I die? Come on, guys. All of us, most of us probably have gone to church and Catholic church, Buddha, whatever religion that we've been brought up under. Some of us have done this, done that, been there, done that, whatever. Some of us are still holding firm to that belief, which is perfectly fine. But guess what? I don't believe, I know for me it hasn't been true, that someone has come back to say, Joy, once you take your last human breath, this is what you get to look forward to. So I'm scared to death. Yes, I'm scared to death. To know that after I take my last human breath, what will happen? Life will continue to move on. I'm a little jealous of that. Life will continue to move on without me. That's the natural human order of things. But what's going to happen? I don't know. But I got scared. I said, I want to live. And I noticed also that the more I understand what this human life is supposed to be about, the less time I feel like I have. So, guys, if you're here with me, I want us all to grow so we can understand that the fruits of this beautiful, luscious life that we have is about loving each other. If you don't believe me, that's fine, but put everything to the test. Test this. If you truly love another human being that's not a relative or even a friend, but you can just look at them and say, you know what, God made you, and I can see a little bit of perfection inside of you that I can honestly respect. That is when you begin to understand that life really is about us growing together. So I'm telling you now, if you have not enjoyed your life up until this moment and really, really clung to those precious moments that you've had with friends, family, your loved one, or your lover, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your wife, your husband, whatever the case may be, start to cherish those moments because as you get older, if you're blessed to even see a little older, the memories are what you leave. That's your legacy, part of it. So if you haven't left a legacy worth living yet, then you have all the more time right now, in this very moment, to start doing so. Keto Girl is doing something. Hi, Carolina. How are you? What up, Bentley? I like that name, Bentley. That's how I'm going to call you every time I see you, Bentley. What up, BD Davis? Hi, Paulin. Carolines. Um, you can get to know each other. That's perfectly fine. But the topic on tonight is about growing together as humans and helping each other not reach the point of not understanding when sometimes the loneliest people look the happiest. We want to try to eliminate the many lonely people that put on the facade of being happy when they truly are not. We want to eliminate the amount of suicides and the amount of people who decide to run to this, that, and the other chemical to help heal or numb the pain that they feel in their souls that they don't understand where and why it came from. That's what I mean about let's grow together. But yes, for sure, we can grow together as a community of YouTubers. I have no problem with that. The deeper we go, the deeper we go, the stronger we grow. Oh, I like that one too. That's another quote. You know, I was going to bring a pen and then I don't know, I just didn't bring the pen. Let me write this one down. The deeper we go, the, what's I say, the harder? Something harder we grow. I'll figure it out. I'll make it sound like really dope later. So, Carolines, that's what today is all about. I really, truly have a desire to see as many people better, like that band aid over their scars because there's so many people, including myself, that used to have so many scars and so many open wounds that had not been healed or even had a little bit of salt on it. And the fact that I've overcome a lot of my obstacles, not all of them, a lot of them, if that can happen for me, I want it for other people. The deeper we go, the stronger we grow. That's what it was. The stronger we grow. Like everybody's talking about time's up, right? Let's talk about how time's up with all of all of the above that we just talked about. Time's up with us ignoring each other and not being compassionate. Time is up with allowing negativity, negative sources, negative people to have reign in our country and our lives and over our children and just in general in our media. It's time we start taking a stand because I believe there are more positive people in our world than negative. But because of that 1%, we somehow bow down to them and take that as we can't do anything about it. Negative. I do not believe that. If I come on here every single night, sometimes you guys see me at the gym, other times at other events, but when you see me here just sitting along, talking to you, it's not just to entertain anybody. It's truly like open, candid conversation on how we can become a better community or continue to become a better community. Because, like I said many, many moons ago, we talk things into existence all the time. So I'm no longer ever going to say our world can be, our world is, because that puts it in action, right? Our speech needs to change, our brain waves need to grow or change, whatever. Our bonds with people need to be fixed so that we understand how to communicate with another person. Our love needs to be able to flow freely without feeling or being afraid that somebody's going to say, oh, you're this, that, and the other. We need to stop embarrassing each other and causing us to think we are shameful for the things that we believe. Because I truly believe no one can cause me to feel shameful about me believing that our world can be way better if more people would just step in and stand in the gap. As I said before, if it can happen for me, then it can happen for anybody. Use yourself as an example. The things that you've gone through in your own personal lives, even with your family, with your relationships, with your work, whatever the case may be, if you have overcome and lived to the next day and overcome some of the obstacles that you saw there was no way of overcoming, then that means that what I'm telling you is absolutely true. We just need to absolutely put that in front of us, take the veils off of our souls, and be who God, your creator, or whoever you believe in, has sought us to be. Yes. I can't even say yes right anymore. It turned into a So how many of us are willing to come together so that less people will have a facade of loneliness or will have the facade of happiness when they're truly lonely? How many people can we convince that even if you're feeling lonely, it's absolutely okay? Don't be ashamed of that. Because when you absolutely put those things that you are weak about up and in expose it, you've defeated it. And that shows that you are stronger than you thought. Do you know how hard it is to expose a weakness of your own? Right? Oh yeah, because pride, that little P, pride. Oh, I don't want people to think that I'm weak. I don't want people to think that I'm weak so they take advantage of me. Guess what? They take advantage of you whether they think you're weak or not. Boom. So why not start healing from that trauma so that you'll be stronger? Expose your weaknesses. And when I say expose your weaknesses, I'm not even saying that you have to tell the whole entire crowd, the whole entire America, everybody in your family. No, expose it to somebody that you trust and say, hey, guess what? I struggle with this. That is when your healing starts to take place, and that loneliness of that face that looks like happiness will be washed away, and that true beauty of a person that you are made to be will start shining through. I see your true. Wait a second, that was bad. I see your true colors shining through. That's what you want. I'm tired, so that first note was bad. But for real, guys, when are we going to stop? When are we going to stop just allowing life to just go like this and actually take little parts and say, no, this is me. This is my addition. Do you know how happy you'll be when you can actually help somebody off of a ledge? Whether it's literally or absolutely the truth, factually? I think you will have a greater satisfaction than maybe winning 50,000. I'm not going to say a million because a million is a lot more than 50,000. But if you could save one life, that one life can turn into millions because you never know what their purpose is But because you stepped in and stood in the gap for that weakness that they may have been afraid to talk about, but came to the all time last, and you just happened to be in there doing what you were supposed to do and supported them, that satisfaction of helping another soul live yet another day. Or not just say live another day, but just feel like, oh my goodness, a weight has been taken off of my shoulders. I feel like I can go back to being who I used to be or better than who they were. Maybe to the better purpose of who they were or living their best life. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes my words get jumbled up, but hopefully you understand what I mean. I don't know about you guys, but I feel inspired every single day because I know I know that I have you guys who are here to sit with me, talk with me. I don't look at the chat often because then I'll lose my train of thought for real. Because also, I want to look directly in the camera because you never know who may watch this in a replay and say, oh my goodness, she's talking to me. Is she talking to me? Yeah, fool, I'm talking to you. I pity the fool. No, I'm just joking. That was the A team. If anybody remembers that show. If you can see how your life has changed from maybe a month ago or maybe a few years ago and it's changed for the better, you have to appreciate those steps that you took. And if you feel like your life has not changed, then today is your day to start to focus and reevaluate who you are, what you were meant to do, your purpose. We all have a purpose, right? We all have a purpose. A lot of us walk around not understanding what that purpose is. And a lot of us walk around and then die not even realizing that you had a purpose. Oh my goodness, what an empty life. Make sure you are leaving imprints that will magnify and take away the influence of all the negative vibes that we are hit with every day, right? This is what your positive vibration, your energy, your purpose can do. Take away that negative. So it's really up to you what you're going to do. One day, I'm going to, maybe in the near future, I'm going to do a vision board live. So, guys, when that day comes, I would say now, like if you can set aside maybe a piece of paper or get an oak tag. Um, let's just say this. We'll do a vision board. Hold on, let me look at the calendar because I'm gonna throw out a date and it fall on something crazy. Let's do a vision board on Thursday, October 24th. Let's do a vision board exercise. So between now and then, which is a beautiful amount of time, if you choose to join me again, we'll get our oak tag pieces of paper, markers or pens, whatever you want. If you can get leftover magazines, you don't even need a lot, maybe three or four, or however many you want, right? And we're going to do a vision board together, right? And from the 24th until, God willing, the 24th of next year, we're going to revisit our vision board and see how many of those visions actually came true. See, but it will also take you actively believing that the things that you write down are something that will absolutely come true, right? So you can't put any negative spins on it like, oh, well, That can't, it's nice to think about, but that can't happen. No, 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 no. Right? Because then you confuse the atmosphere. You confuse your own self. You confuse your own soul. Like, wait a second, but I thought we wanted this. Maybe not. Like, I don't know. Like, let's just not do anything altogether. That's what happens in your mind. Well, you know, you throw things out there and then you say, oh, I don't think so. So then you always wonder why things never come to pass because you keep on being indecisive. You keep on saying, well, I believe hard today, then tomorrow I don't think so. Then I want it so bad, why isn't it here? But because I don't know, you kind of confuse. You see how confusing that can get if you keep on throwing things out and then just putting it away and then throwing things out and putting it. Make up your mind. So on the 24th, when we join our together, we're going to do a vision board. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Right? Because actions speak louder than words. While I speak life, if I don't have something to back it up with or to have something visually to remind me of what I spoke, then it'll be hard to stick to it. So, how many of you guys are willing to put a little bit of time aside to help your communities grow, to help creep all of that loneliness out of the people that you see? How many are you willing to invest your time in getting to know human nature and the behaviors and to understanding when somebody's truly happy versus really lonely but looks happy? I've already made that vow. No one left alone, right? They do it in the army. No man left behind, right? They do that in the army. We're civilians. We can do the same thing here, right? Freedom isn't truly free until you start expressing what freedom really means. Yeah, that kind of freaked me out too. You know what freedom is, guys? Freedom is the lack of distractions that surround us every day. Now, we all fall into things that distract us, which is fine. But if you allow that distraction to take over your mind, then you're not going to be free. I am here every single night on Hello World between 7 and 9. That's when I usually start. We talk about everything and anything. Tomorrow is Wednesday, right? So tomorrow I have a guest, and they are some amazing people. I can't wait for you to get to know them. And I'm also trying to plan something extremely special as well. So we talk about everything and anything. I've had some great people on before, so please check the playlists. This playlist between episodes 163 and 250. Check this playlist, and you'll see the people that gave phenomenal either testimonies or just insight on things that we might not have known. Hello World is all about healing. That's the best thing I can think about. It's all about healing because I feel like some of the topics are very sensitive that I may touch on sometimes. Even sometimes I'm afraid to talk about it. I'm human. But at the end of the day, if we don't talk about the things, we can't get over them. We can't get past them. We can't expose them so we can start healing and be less prideful and more humane. So if this is the platform that's going to do that, then I hope many others start as well. I hope that I can encourage and inspire you guys while you're here. I hope that we all can inspire each other in the chat. You guys are amazing. You are beautiful. There is no mistake about you. If you believe that you have been a mistake up until this point and never ever heard me ever before in your life, I'm telling you, you're not. Right? And this is the reason why. And this is true because if you believe in whatever, if you believe in religion, your creator, or whatever the case may be, if they saw it amazing enough to allow you to be formed in your mother's womb so that you can be born into the human being that you have turned out into, whether you like what you see or not, whether you're proud or are not proud of who you are at this very moment, it doesn't matter. They still thought you were beautiful. And that's all that matters. They allowed you to live and you still have another chance. So if you haven't known up until this point, now you do. You're only responsible for what you know. And now that you know, take that responsibility and do something with it. With your beautiful soul, you can inspire millions of people. Are you willing and ready to do that? I hope so. You are the difference. You are the difference. Let me stop shaking my head. You are the difference every single day in somebody's life. Whether you know it or not, it doesn't even matter. But just know that your actions, as long as it's coming from a pure source and a pure heart, your actions are going to change the very rhythm of someone else's soul for the better. Isn't that amazing to know that you're helping somebody and don't even know it? Guys, I hope that the rest of your evening is as amazing as and beautiful as today is. I don't care if it rains, if it's torrential downpour, there's still beauty in that. See past the facades. Take the blinders off of your soul. I like to call them cataracts. So you can see through a clear lens, a clear soul, a clear spirit. You can start meeting people where they are. And maybe people who want to meet you where you are will be able to enter because now you have a little clarity. You're able to think a little freely, a little freely. Imagine if you could think more freely than what you can think now. If you ever want to get to know anything more about me, Be the Difference, or anybody else that has been on Hello World, please look at the links below. You can find this book, Quotes That Make You Say Oh, that had the quote that we talked about today on the website. Just click that link. Your support would be greatly appreciated. Yes. Okay, I said it, yeah. And as you can see, some of these quotes just come up just at the spur of the moment, just like a few did, maybe two or three. And I'm thankful for that. You guys helped me come up with some really powerful stuff. So you see, you didn't think you can make a difference, but look, you helped me. Yes, I love it. So again, my name is Joy from Be the Difference Clothing. Make sure nobody's saying anything crazy in the chat because yesterday, well, it wasn't even yesterday, but it was a day or two ago. Somebody was throwing swastikas up, and you know what? I was just like, at first, I was like, why would I be? At first, it is offensive. I'm not taking anything away from that, but guess what? That person doesn't put food on my table or money in my pocket and doesn't stop me from making money or putting food on my table. So therefore, their actions are just ignorance and people will just look at them as an ignorant person. So while I might have been mildly offended, at the end of the day, it makes no true impression on me because I know what I'm surrounded by and whom I'm surrounded with. And none of those symbols can directly affect me unless, something happens. But at the end of the day, ignorant people should just be laughed at. I think if you start laughing at, put it this way, and I'm going to wrap it up all the way completely. You know how a bully is a bully, right? But if we all start turning around and pointing at the bully and like, ha ha, you're a bully, ha, you're funny, nobody cares. I guarantee you, they're not going to take that very well. And they'll be like, stop making fun of me. You want to see a bully run in the opposite direction? Start pointing out how foolish their actions are and how they look, and let the masses start laughing at them, and guarantee they will go. So maybe that's something we all can do as well. When we start seeing people who do vile insults, maybe just start laughing at them. Because one, they'll be like, "What are you laughing at?" I'm like, just continuously just laugh at them and point at them. And then everybody's going to look at them and be like, "What's the problem?" And then you start saying, "This person right here just tried to insult me." And everybody's going to start looking at them like they're foolish, right? Nobody wants to look like a fool. That's one thing I know for sure. Even a bully. If a bully feels like they're foolish, they will run and cry. And you know what? Knowing that people laughed and pointed at you when you tried to make somebody's life a living hell, man, I feel worse for them. That's mental. That's mental. That's real deep. So anyway, my name is Joy from Be the Difference Clothing. I'm so thankful you guys give me a little bit of your time each and every day. I appreciate you guys. I really do. And I'm thankful that you keep coming back. Yes. And I'm truly, truly, truly meaning everything that I say, that our world is getting better. Take off the TV and you'll look at it and you'll see. Right? People, it takes a long time for you to right the wrongs that you've grown up with, right? So it's going to take time, but it doesn't mean that it's not happening, right? We have to stop looking for instant gratification in every situation. Oh, that's a good one. Wait a second. We have to stop looking for instant gratification in every situation. Bam. Because nothing happens overnight. And if it does happen overnight, be very leery of that. So, again, my name is Joy from Be the Difference Clothing. Thank you again. I appreciate you. I will see you guys tomorrow between 7 and 9. And again, guys, you are amazing. You are beautiful. Never ever forget that. If there's anything in this world that I may say, please hold on to that and let it manifest in your soul that you are beautiful and amazing. And your purpose is greater than what you can ever expect. If you only just give yourself a little bit of time to work on who you are, you will see. So until we meet again, my name is Joy, signing out on another episode of Hello